Time to reset.
Oh. You want to announce yourself?
Oh, yeah. I'm Lucas. So, how many of you have ever been in some sort of accident? So, what if the accident wasn't your fault? We can get pretty upset at who caused it, right? Well, my senior year in high school, I too was in an accident, specifically a car crash. However, I was able to remain calm and not get upset in the trying situation. What at first seemed like any other day would soon become one filled with injuries, confusion, and worst of all, dealing with the police and insurance companies. So I was driving to school before the 8 o'clock bell rang and only had 1 block to go before I reached the parking lot. Now, traffic tends to congest at this point because multiple lanes are coming down into one. And I had just received my car a few months before for my birthday. It was a 1995 Volvo 940, a very dependable car. The car in front of me came to a stop, so I slowly applied the brake and also came to a halt. The car behind me did the same when wham! We got rear-ended and our necks flung forward and then snapped back. I pulled over to the side of the road and got out to see the 4-car pileup that had occurred. The car in front of me, myself, the car behind me, and the one that had hit all of us. So I got out of my car and turned around to see the car behind me had one of the school teachers in it who was doubled over in pain, groaning. So I ran over to help her out of her car. When I finally got her out, we all turned around to see who had hit us and saw a sophomore girl whose dented car was still blasting music. She had this look of, "What did I just do?" on her face. When she got out of the car, she began crying and sobbing and apologizing profusely. So at this point in time, there was a lot of confusion that was going around. I think we were all kind of in temporary shock and didn't really know what to do. So I called my mom for help. After inquiring that I was okay, she had me call the police, have everyone in the crash call their relatives, and to take lots and lots of pictures. I doubt anyone there was really going to take advantage of the situation and twist the story to their benefit, but as the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I did. I called the police, dialed 911, who then directed me to the police department, and I told them what happened. They said they were going to dispatch several police cars, a couple ambulances, and suggested that I call AAA for a tow truck. Then the teacher was still shaking so badly she couldn't even dial her phone, so I offered to call someone for her, and she had me call her boyfriend. So the cops and the tow trucks came, and in total 2 cars were totaled, including my own. I couldn't believe it. 3 days into school, and my car was totaled, and a teacher was hurt. Later at school, everyone gave me their sympathies and inquired as to what happened. And after school, I went with my mom over to Walnut Creek to obtain a rental car. Contrary to popular belief, the insurance companies were actually pretty understanding and helpful. They paid for the rental car completely, informed me that this accident would not go on my record because it wasn't my fault, and eventually refunded the Volvo entirely. Every one of us had just gone through this horrendous experience, but none of us were angry. All of the victims could have been furious with the girl who caused the accident. I'm still unclear how she managed to rear-end a stop car so hard that it went to hit 2 more cars, all in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. My guess is that she wasn't paying attention, so when she looked up and saw that the cars in front of her were stopped, she hit the accelerator instead of the brake on accident. It would have been understandable if we were a little mad. My initial feeling was of shock, but after that passed, I just wanted to make sure that everyone was okay. Later for the school paper, I was interviewed about the crash, and one of the questions asked of me was I mad at the girl at the time? To which I replied, no, these things happen. Being mad wouldn't have helped the situation at all, and I still feel that this is completely true. I could have been angry, but that wouldn't have changed the fact that the crash had happened. I think we all have something to be mad about. I'm not saying we should never be mad. That's actually counterproductive. For example, what if when we were younger we accidentally broke our mother's favorite china and she never got upset with us? Do you think we would have learned our lesson? Probably not. However, in this situation, it was much better to remain level-headed than to throw a tantrum that wouldn't have helped anyone. Yelling at her would have only deepened her guilt. Dealing with having my car totaled, injuries, and the insurance and police was not the most enjoyable thing. All of this could have probably been avoided if the girl had been paying more attention. However, the truth of the matter is, accidents happen. Anger wouldn't have changed anything that happened that day, nor influenced a future outcome. I think being in an accident was enough of a lesson to teach the girl to drive more cautiously. Renowned poet Alexander Pope once said, "To err is human, to forgive divine." Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You did a very good job. You seemed very confident. You didn't stumble, and it was a very good story. Good story.
Thank you.
It was a good flow. I liked your gesture use, especially when you did with the car accident. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was great. It was, everybody's been in a car accident, so it's easy to relate to that. And
Yeah.
the fact that you have, very fluid points and stories really fluid is great.
Thank you.